Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic, Latino women came for Black Americans and instantly regret it. The Latino women thought it was just a joke. What started as a simple video turned into one of the most intense internet debates in days. And once that happened, it was over because now the video wasn't just hers anymore. It belongs to the internet. This is why conversations about race is complicated. I have gathered some clips together for you guys. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you have found this channel. Don't forget to like and click the notification bell. As always, credit goes to the original creator of the video clips used in this episode. And for disclaimer purpose, these videos are for educational commentaries and is not meant to hate or discriminate anyone.
Latinos, we got a lot of anti-black racism in our community, and we usually let it slide because it's our family saying this racist shit. And I'm gonna need y'all to start calling out your family members because all you Latinos seem to forget that we Latinos also have black ancestry.
So if you've interacted with my page recently, you'll know that I'm really into salsa dancing. I love salsa. I love bachata. I've been doing it since 2013. And I initially learned when I was studying abroad in Ecuador in 2013, but I really got to hone my skills when I came home and started dancing while I was at school. Went to school in Southern Illinois University of all places. They used to have a Mexican restaurant that would do Latin nights every single Saturday, and that's where I made a lot of my friends when I first got to school. Now, there was this one guy in particular that I met while I was there. He was super funny, really charismatic. He taught me how to dance cumbia. He used to walk me home sometimes. Just overall good dude. And this story is actually going to be about him. So this particular restaurant was on the strip and it was kind of far from where I stayed, and I used to have to walk. And this was cool up until it started to get cold, and this is when the story starts. It was really cold on this day. It was like the very beginning of October, and I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to walk or if I was just going to stay home. But I got a text from this guy, and he was asking, hey, like, are you planning on going dancing tonight? Because I just got surgery on my arm and won't be dancing for a while. I was wondering if you wanted to come over and hang out. I was all for that idea because I, again, wasn't really trying to walk in the cold. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come by and keep you company. I get over there, his roommate answers the door, and I see that he's laying on his bed, his arm is all in a sling, and I go over and I sit down and we start to watch the movie. I eventually start feeling like this weird sensation, like he's staring at me, and then he turns and he's like, you know, you can get comfortable and lie down if you want to. Now, at this time, I was incredibly naive, completely missed all the signs, and so I'm a goofy and I lay down. I again feel the sensation that I'm being stared at, and so I look at him, and then he leans over and he gives me a kiss. Now, up till this point, I was under the impression that our relationship was completely platonic. We never had any conversations like that. He had never tried anything with me when we were out dancing. Like, it just didn't make any sense. But the kiss was nice, and I was like, I guess we can see where things go. Fast forward 3 months, he still has his cast on. It's the end of the semester. At this point, I had been helping him cook his meals, helping him wash his body so his cast didn't get wet, helping type papers even. And we're going out, as a couple because we're exclusive. His love language was acts of service, and he used to love making me breakfast. And this particular morning, he had gone all out. He made eggs, he made potatoes, he had cinnamon rolls, coffee, bacon, you name it. Now, as I'm stuffing my face with all of this good food, he starts to sing my praise. He says, Nana, I think you are so beautiful. I've really enjoyed our time together. You are so smart. I don't even know why you like spending time with me. Now I'm just eating this up as again, I'm eating up this good food, and I'm confused as to like what he's trying to get at. He follows all of that with, but the holidays are coming up and I think you and I should stop seeing each other. I can't bring you home. My family's not going to be okay with the fact that I'm dating a black girl. And that should hurt, because he was the one who pursued me. He was the one who got me invested. And I could have sworn I was black the entire time.
So you can't be a good white person and put your body in between them trying to kidnap a brown person or harm a black person. When you do that, you lose your proximity to whiteness and you lose the benefits that come along with it. That's the cost. We're all acting so shocked that they murdered a white woman. Well, see, she wasn't a good white. She was out there advocating for brown people, so she lost her proximity to whiteness. This is the work of dismantling white supremacy. This is what it's going to cost. It's time for some radical acceptance. Because they've been out there killing black and brown people for hundreds of years. And people who looked like me were having picnics under black bodies as they blew in the breeze after they'd been lynched. And then 6 years ago, when they kneeled on George Floyd's neck, we all put a black picture in our Instagram to dismantle white supremacy, we have to be willing to lose the benefits of whiteness. Means they kill us too. That's what that means. And it's time for some radical acceptance about that, guys. That's what it's going to take to dismantle white supremacy, is losing the benefits of the system. So we can't be so shocked as white people continue to die. Because we weren't this shocked when black and brown people were dying. Because we expected it. Not because we weren't grieving, but we expected it, right? You should expect it. We have to lose the benefits of the system if we want to tear the system down. White supremacy has been killing black and brown folks. And it's not going to go down without a fight. So if you lose your proximity to white supremacy and whiteness, you will lose the safety that goes along with it.
This Afro-Ghanese man is shocked that he's racially profiled in AutoZone by a Latina. He figures since they're both immigrants, she wouldn't racially profiled him, but he was in for a rude awakening.
To show y'all, I came into an AutoZone, and this young lady decides that she wants to follow me around and says that I'm not allowed to bring my book bag into the store. A grown man unable to bring a book bag in the store, and I'm a customer. Still following me. I never expected that this would happen to me. It's crazy. I look at folks all the time on TV, and I see when people follow them around stores. Stop being racist, Miss.
Hi.
Elizabeth?
Hi.
Moroso, store manager.
Yes.
You're going to get some reviews about this place, okay?
Wow. I appreciate it.
You may just be the next person to be highlighted over the internet.
We gotta stop making excuses for these immigrants, how they racially profile black people, how they discriminate against black people and blaming it on white America. Because whatever Latin American country she's from, trust and believe they practice discriminating against the black people in that country. They practice racially profiling against the black people in that country. Those Afro-Latinos in those Latin American countries, yes, they are profiled. They are discriminated against. So it's not like they just learned that once they came over here that they learned discriminating against black people. They learned racial profiling black people because they came to white America and that's who taught them. No, they've been already practicing this in the countries that they come from. Latin America is a direct reflection of the United States.
In this episode of We Don't Claim Her is the Republican candidate for Missouri's Secretary of State, Valentina Gomez. She is an immigrant from Colombia who at this point has been in the US about 15 years, I believe. Valentina Gomez on Juneteenth posted a disgusting video talking about how Juneteenth is just black victimization being shoved down people's throats. How black people should not be asking for reparations since they were never enslaved, and that if they don't like it here, they should go back to where they came from. That was absolutely disgusting, and if it means anything coming from a fellow Latino, I'm sorry that she said any of that. Our communities are stronger together, and we need to call out racists like these who want to divide us. Now, her primary is actually August 6th, so she still hasn't locked down the Republican nomination, but she does have a lot of followers, so who knows if they'll pick her. But if they do, we, the black and Latino community, need to come together and make sure that she is not Missouri's next Secretary of State.
Now I can empathize and sympathize with the black community. I've never been able to do that before because I would hear them say things like, oh, you know, we walk down the street and we get profiled and, you know, cops will just suddenly stop and frisk or whatever just because of the color of their skin. And I always thought like, you know, it's a little bit of a stretch. It feels like a little bit of a stretch. That person must be doing something, right? And obviously, I've never experienced that before. I've never felt that way before and stuff. And so I always thought like, ignorantly, by the way, on my part, thinking like, you know, I think you guys are, because I'm brown, you know, I've never felt that and stuff like that, you know, I'm also a minority. But now, for us, it wasn't the cops. Cops aren't just randomly to go and checking in the past. But now it's our turn, right? Now we feel it. Now we feel like, crap, can I just go down the street? Do I need my paper? You know, it's like, why are you stopping me? I'm a U.S. citizen. We're not doing anything wrong. And now we're being persecuted. And so now I'm thinking like, crap, this is what the black community meant, you know? And I kind of feel bad. Well, I feel bad because I never really could understand where they were coming from or where you guys were coming from. But I can assure you that now that it's here with us too, it's like, crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell. and it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted pretty much. And it's right now with us is because we're brown. You guys have had your turn when cops were just in bigger cities, urban areas, stopping disproportionately the black community and stuff. And I just want to say, like, I guess now I understand. I think moving forward there's going to be a little bit more unity because we now can see where you guys are coming from, or at least I can. And so, yeah, guys, I just want to say sorry for being ignorant before, but I hope this unites all communities, not just minorities, and call out things for what they are, regardless of the race.
So, in conclusion, this situation wasn't just about one woman or one video. It was about what happened when was even casual once touched on something deeper. Because the reaction from black audience wasn't just noise, it was laid. Some people questioned, some explained, some held her accountable, and that matters. So the real lesson here is simple. Before speaking on a community, especially one with a long complex history, understand the weight behind your words. So what do you think? I would like to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to comment respectfully and also like and subscribe. See you in my next video.